You know that feeling, right? When you hear about an investment opportunity that just sounds a little too good to be true? Well, today we're going to tear one of those apart. We've got a real-life investment pitch, and we're going to use the promoter's own words to learn how to spot a financial scam from a mile away. So, it all starts with the hook. This is the promise, made over the phone. And it sounds so simple, right? You put money in, you get £300 back every single month. And then after a year, you get your entire initial investment back. I mean, it sounds incredibly tempting. But here's the big question. Is this a golden opportunity, or is it a really cleverly laid trap? That's what we're going to figure out by digging into this conversation piece by piece. So let's start with the pitch itself. Okay, first things first. Let's get a crystal clear picture of what's actually being offered here. We're going to break down the mechanics of this scheme, exactly how the promoter explained them. On the surface, the process she lays out looks just beautifully simple. You invest, you get a nice steady income every month, and then you get all your money back. And the cherry on top of all that, it's guaranteed. This is such a classic move, making it sound completely effortless to appeal to that part of us that just wants an easy win. She uses that word, guaranteed, like it's a magic wand. It's meant to just erase any doubt or fear you might have. It's a really powerful word, designed to make you feel completely safe. And it kind of tries to shut down our critical thinking by promising zero risk. All right, so we get the dazzling promise. Now let's put on our detective hats. We're going to start looking a lot closer at the details of this conversation, because this is where that perfect picture really starts to fall apart. So, the potential investor asks a perfectly normal, perfectly reasonable question, right? Any legitimate financial deal is going to have contracts, terms and conditions. It's the most basic form of protection. So, how does she respond? And there it is. Her answer isn't just no. She tries to spin the lack of paperwork into something exclusive and secret. She's reframing this massive flaw as if it's a special feature, trying to make the investor feel like they're being let in on a secret. So here's the key takeaway. Legitimate investments are built on transparency. They have a paper trail. Any claim that things have to be kept undercover is a colossal red flag. Okay, so next logical question, where is all this money coming from? And the explanation is, well, it's just a confusing jumble of words. She mentions properties and then, kind of bizarrely, a bit of Pokemon and stuff. It makes absolutely no sense. You know, a real investment manager can give you a clear, detailed explanation of their strategy. If someone can't tell you exactly how they generate returns, it's probably because there isn't a real business model there to explain. The vagueness is on purpose. It's a smokescreen. Now listen to how the tone shifts here. All of a sudden, there's a deadline. She's creating this sense of urgency, making it seem like if you don't act right now, you're going to miss out on a quick payout. This is a classic scam tactic. It's all about creating FOMO, the fear of missing out. They want to rush you, get you to make an emotional decision based on excitement before your logical brain has time to step in and ask the tough questions. Okay, let's get to the part of the conversation that really peels back the final layer. This is what reveals the true engine driving this whole operation. It's the biggest clue of all. And that's the moment. The whole structure just exposes itself. The conversation pivots away from the investment and toward rewarding you for bringing other people in. The focus is no longer on profit, it's on recruitment. And look at the size of that bonus, up to £500 for every new person you bring in. That is a massive financial incentive, and it tells you everything you need to know about where the real priority of this scheme is. And this just perfectly illustrates the classic definition of a pyramid scheme. The so-called returns aren't coming from any real investment. It's just money from new victims being used to pay off the earlier ones, creating the illusion of profit until the whole thing inevitably collapses. When you put the two models side by side like this, the differences are just stark. A real business generates value. A pyramid scheme just shuffles money from the bottom to the top. One is sustainable, the other is a ticking time bomb. So after taking this whole pitch apart, what are the crucial lessons we can walk away with? Let's put together a simple toolkit you can use to protect yourself from these kinds of scams. Here they are, all in one place. Just think of this as your scam detection checklist. If an opportunity shows even one or two of these red flags, your alarm bells should be ringing. If it has all five, you should run, not walk, in the other direction. Ultimately, your greatest defense is just a healthy dose of skepticism and knowledge. These schemes thrive on our trust and our hesitation to ask tough questions. So, by being prepared, by knowing to ask about paperwork, the business model, the source of returns, you can protect yourself from becoming just another brick in the pyramid.